Good afternoon, folks. This is either going to be an extremely long stream or extremely short one, depending on whether or not I've done things right. What I've done is redesigned the pickup winding machine, especially the housing, that I had so much trouble with last time. It's a lot taller now, it's a lot bigger now, so it's easier to fit the components, and most importantly, these holes are hopefully better designed than they were previously. And that's a big deal because the holes last time were of such tight tolerances that I wasn't able to actually fit anything into the damn machine box, which means that I couldn't build it. Now, I did a couple preliminary checks, and they seem so far so good. This steel rod, for instance, or I think it's aluminum actually. No, steel. It's definitely steel. It's heavy enough to be steel. Actually fits within the hole and fits into the other corresponding slot right there, as you can see. That's freaking amazing because it couldn't even budge last time. 3D printing is hard. Because you're basically dealing with melted plastic and predicting how fast the melted plastic turns into a solid, sometimes it's not quite accurate. It's more than accurate enough for most like amateur purposes, but getting everything to work as I wanted was a big pain in the ass. So far though, I think I might actually have it this time. This is a read counter. There's basically a tiny little electric switch there that connects together if you put a magnet in front of it, and once it does, it counts +1 to this counter. If I've done this right, it will fit in the secondary hole down here. You can't see it. Secondary hole down here. This is where the engine goes, the motor goes, the screw slots, the bar to act as a tensioner, the power outlet goes out here, the speed controls go over here, and the power button, the power switch rather, the toggle to go forwards or backwards should go over here. You'll see that this is a really roughly drawn, like literally drawn curved shape over here that I made a cover out of that I will print later and just slap on, and it should fit perfectly, especially with little indentations from like you see over here, because I literally hand drew how the cover was supposed to look and it just like stretched out appropriately. So it should literally just snap together and be a perfect fit. So let's see if this fits over here. I may need to. Oh no, just slid in perfectly. Holy shit! Well, that solves a lot of problems. A lot of problems. Okay. Screw on the reed magnet sensors. All of this cabling just goes here and out of the way. Eventually this will go right on top over here with the cover itself, and just lets me like keep visual count of like how many thousands or how many hundreds of winds I have to go. So far so good. Okay. Oops. This rather, is the motor control. And I think what I want to do, yes, I want to do is unplug this, go over here, and oh my god, it might even fit. I don't particularly care if the tolerance for this one is perfect or not. If I were to sell this eventually, maybe I would care, but I don't. Not at the point. It's my stream lagging. No, extra connection. Let me see. Worst comes to worst, I'll literally hammer this into position. but hopefully it doesn't come to that. I will, however, let me see, make a mark over here that this particular switch needs a little more leeway if I were to make a commercial model to sell on Etsy or something. And there's an easy fix for this too. Where are my files? I had a case of files. Ah, here we are. Basic, yeah, needle files. I bought these to work on the guitar, but they should prove useful as a means of widening the holes in this plastic box. Oops, almost stabbed myself over there. Maybe not a flat one. Yeah, this one should do. Ouch! Stabbed myself. Yeah, that's a lot better. See? Squeezed in. Fits great. Thank God. Alright. From the other side, we take this, we plug it into the control board. Wow, look, I literally stabbed myself. It's bleeding. Shit, man. That sucks. It's just a flash wound. Anyhow, plug it in. Make sure connection's tight. Bring it out front. It fits into the hole over here. And, not quite what I wanted. Oh, that's why. Unscrew the nut over here. That's what I did wrong. Push through here. There we go. Now there's a flush fit. Or it would be if it was just a little more. Oh. Why can't you go through? Hold on. Well, that works. Oh. Well, that's awkward. The hole's the right size, but the walls appear to be a little thick. Thick boy. How would I fix this? Do I need to fix it? Is the main thing. Yeah, I do. Okay, I think I know a way to fix it. It's if I take the file, yeah. Let me take the pen again, make a mark inside the box itself to note that I need to either cut out or to make a slot. So that there's more of a flush fit between the circuit board and the edge. The walls are just a little thick on this side. Well, the walls are equally thick, but a little too thick on this side. That's awkward. That's really awkward. I was feeling so good about my design. But that shouldn't be too much of a problem. Actually, if I mount it upside down, would it fit better? No. Just fundamentally, it's fundamentally too much. Interesting. Let me see if I can't fix that manually. Simple scalpel. Reach in and cut. This time without cutting myself. Actually, no, this won't do it at all. Because the plastic is actually really tough. And the scalpel will break if I try to do that. Wow. I actually might need to get my chisel later. That's good to know. It'll be easier to fit it in that way. Well, anyhow, as long as it fits through the side slot, I'm okay with how it is. Because frankly, that's the biggest bullshit, right? That's what stopped my entire project last time. I don't actually care if it isn't a perfect fit for a slot this time, because as long as I take a chisel and remind myself to go through design later on and refix that, then that's okay. The piece de resistance, however, is this, the actual motor. And this had the biggest tolerance issues because, frankly, the original version of this box was simply too small. And the anchor points on either side was by far the biggest problem. I couldn't get them to fit at all last time. But they fit perfectly this time. Oh, thank God. Okay. I should just simply anchor the screws on either end. I will use my multi-tool later to make sure they're properly tightened, but for now, hand tightening is more than enough. Because now we have the engine mounted securely at that. Not even the slightest wiggle. And it's straight. So the biggest problem in version 1 has been officially solved. Where is the power cable? Here it is. I now need to connect these two wires to this and then simply attach it to the bottom over here. And it's a snug fit. It's probably too loose a fit, actually. I'll have to glue this on later on to make sure it's actually properly secure. But the fact that it works at all, that's a big deal. Actually, no. It doesn't go into there. That will simply turn the engine on and off. What I want to do is connect this to the power over here. To the power controls, rather. What's the wiring? What's with this? Now that I know that everything fits, I'm not too scared about screwing everything up. So I'm pretty sure what I wanted to do. Let me see if I can show it properly. So it does show the in and out sides over here. Out's on this end, and ends on this end. So power in, power out. Out goes to the motor. So these two connect to the engine, and these two connect to the power, I think. It also shows the minus and positives, which I assume is mirrored on, not mirrored, but identical on this side. Oh, this in minus. Positive. All right, there we go. And to connect this to the power outlet will require 2 more wires, which I have available to me. Give me a second. All right, box full of wires, multi-tool, easy does it. Strip out the plastic from either end. Instead of cutting it, whoops. There we go. And then just make sure to curl it up. Where did I drop the red? Here. Give them the same treatment. Now it is ready for the, where is it? Here it is. For the main connection. And there we go. That should be it for the basic wiring. But there's only really one way to tell. It has to plug it in and see if it works. So where did I put the gears? Here is the basic power outlet. As you can see here, it's still in all its packaging. Give it a twist tie. Without grabbing the extension cable? No, let's not use that one. Use the one by the wall. Just in case I did everything wrong and this sets on fire, I'm going to put this away from the test. Okay, now I'm going to plug it in. There's light, there's power. There is there's activation. As you can see from the red indicator, there is power running through the system. If I were to turn this on, flip the switch forward, turn the dial manually, and you hear a buzz. You can see it rotate. Holy shit, I did it. That's max power rotation. That's off. That is not going in reverse. Ah, there we go. It takes a while to switch over. But that should be reverse mode. Turn off. Turn off again. Going forward. Oh, thank God. Okay. Everything worked out. 30 minutes to build it. I did it! It works! I just need to cut out the insert to make this fit properly, because it doesn't right now. Probably do like a 2.5 redesign to make sure all the parts fit without complaint. But other than that, oh, also I need to attach this to the main shaft after gluing on a neodymium magnet and make sure that the hole's big enough to take on the shaft because it isn't right now. But this was built this was only a test print anyhow. So I'm completely fine with having to do that. And it will take a lot less time to print out this box. The box also needs a lid, but it works. Which means creating custom guitar pickups or custom string instrument pickups, electric string instrument pickups, is about to get a lot easier for me. Holy shit. I put so much time and effort into this. Oh boy. Alright. Well, that was a short 30-minute stream, and that's all I needed. Ladies and gentlemen, we're almost done. In fact, this will be the last live stream for this particular build. I will show and demonstrate a short of the finished product as soon as I can, but that would not be for a while. I'm so happy and so relieved. This took a lot longer than I expected. Thank you all for watching. Thank you all for following along. And I will see you next time. As always... Oops. As always, folks, take care and eat well.